top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Give to the back. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take it himself. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Sauer.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Snow.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 1st down here as they go back to work. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gonna look downfield again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Pucks it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's James. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Skips away from pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got it behind the line. It's Sowell. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Durham. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. A run for the quarterback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. This is a design run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. LSU right back to the line. Now he's looking to throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Tight end now in motion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quick pass on the fly motion. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
But needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dances away. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Gonna take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the TCU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Offense in an empty set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Durham. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks the tackle. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Hard running there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. LSU quick to the line. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 28 over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's James. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Nobody around as he makes the catch. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Dropping back, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Berry. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Snow. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A+ level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
It breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go!
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, TCU.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more